Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your favorite podcast that comes out sometimes on Monday. It's Mondayish. Episode 27. Look at
Wow.
me. It's almost like I
know.
planned ahead.
And definitely not looking at the title of my Twitch stream, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. But welcome in, everyone. If you're catching us live over at twitch.tv/straightjacketgym or twitch.tv/Desane, or you're on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast services, or even iHeartRadio. Jim,
Listen,
how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I've had my week off after Pixel, after last week's kind of low energy episode, and I'm back now. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And just Pixel in general was just such a good weekend, but it is also good to have a nice little break and reflect on what we did. So I've been doing pretty good. Actually played a game last week, so that was a turn up for the books.
Let's not go mad here.
Yeah.
All right then, Jim, with that lead in, what have you been playing, man?
Well, I finally finished. It's taken me all this year on stream, but I've finally finished the Mass Effect trilogy. I finished Mass Effect 3 last week. And in summary, in a sentence, I can see why people don't like the ending to Mass Effect 3 now.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely an ending. And I really liked the game though. Like overall, the game was really cool. And even in that last mission where you're building up to get to the catalyst back on Earth, I'm going to assume spoilers are okay here because it is a God knows how old game. I feel like there should be a moratorium on spoilers after so long. But
yeah, maybe.
But like when you get back to Earth and you're making your way to where the catalyst is, so you can set off the crucible and defeat the Reapers. Just like I loved all through that section where there were bits where you caught up with your companions that you had and you talked to them a bit, and there was just such this melancholy feeling of we're going to die here. We're all going to die here. And even the fact that in a lot of that there was just no music. I like that it was just super bleak, I guess, because that's what it felt like. Yeah, it was really good there. But the ending, I was not a fan of the ending. Like it and this is not a new opinion. In the end, it just came down to actually I think there was a fourth ending that I missed out of. So like there's four endings there. One is you make everybody basically organic synthetic hybrid, and you die. You take control of the Reapers, and basically lose yourself in the machine, or you destroy everything and maybe kind of live after it. There's a scene at the end where you see Shepard twitching a little bit, so maybe that. But none of those. But by destroying the Reapers, though, you destroy all synthetic life.
Mass Effect relay and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the Geth.
Yeah, the Geth. So you commit genocide against the Reapers and the Geth. So like none of those are good endings. Like the best ending kind of seems take control of the Reapers.
It was always a bit of a difficult one because it was very poorly received. But also the version that you've seen is edited. Is different from what originally came out as well. Like I'm pretty sure that bit with the Shepard twitching didn't exist on release and a few things like that. Like from memory, I'm really running off memory here, but yeah, it just feels like which color of death would you like?
Yeah,
you know.
And
after a trilogy, you almost want a victory, or at least the option for a victory.
I don't even mind a melancholy, like a tragic ending.
Yeah.
But there was stuff like if you choose the destroy option, right? So all the synthetic life forms in the galaxy die. That includes the AI companion that you've been running around with all this game, and all that happens is that Edie is just not in the end cutscenes. Like that feels like that should be a bigger thing than it is. Yeah,
that's it.
It definitely feels like a rushed job at the end of it. But like I said, I really did like. I feel like Mass Effect 3 combined the things I really liked about 1, and tolerated in 2, because I definitely did not have a good time in 2, as people, fans of the channel will have been known by now. But like, and it all came together really well, except for that last choice.
Yeah, it very much felt like this is the ending we wanted. Stuff you, almost.
Yeah, that's right. I've just tweaked some sounds. Hopefully that
I was
makes
going to
David
say,
a bit louder.
I don't feel like I'm away from the microphone or anything. Hello, deeper.
I should have checked balance levels
Larger.
before we started, but I think we're about right now.
Look, no, we were running late. Yeah. We were running late. It's fine. But yeah, no, it was a shame after such a big build up of a trilogy, finally getting into the end of a trilogy and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and how personal it all felt through it. Like all through Mass Effect, it's you as Shepard that's encouraging these people to join you. It's you. Like, well, I played Paragon, so like I was making friends with everybody. I was helping everybody, and it felt like I was building something. It was a real coalition, and then you get to the end, and it just comes down to a choice of, well, like there's I think I mentioned there's a fourth choice as well. Apparently, you can shoot the catalyst in the back, and he goes, "Well, I guess you're not ready now," and then the Reaper cycle just continues.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but like, yeah, the ending was just such a letdown after all that. But that said, I've put, it must be close to 100 hours into all these games over the time, and I really did like it. So I am just a little disappointed at that ending.
Super fair.
But also I am not alone in that. Oh, also little things like, because I was playing the Legendary Edition, so I had the I had all the DLC. And so like have you played any of the DLC?
No, not for 3.
Okay. I won't go too in depth in it, but there is a character you recruit as part of that DLC, but he doesn't show up at the end. And like he's a fairly major character and plot point in that DLC, and he's just not there. And other things
that is a tricky thing with DLC. Like that one is a hard one because it didn't exist when the game came out.
Yeah, but if you're going to do the Legendary Edition, because like from what I heard, some of the ending where they were just like comic book style panels, got added in. So like, why couldn't you just add that in? Yeah. But anyway,
we lost the source code. We lost the model. It's gone.
That's it. Gone. Yeah, 100%.
So are you gonna
definitely wasn't
check out?
Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, definitely wasn't used in like the high res model in the DLC that I played through not that long ago.
Yeah. No. So are you going to check out Andromeda? Are you going to finish off the Mass Effect series with the one that killed it all?
If I have a free copy of it somewhere, maybe. But at this point, no. Mainly because Star Wars Zero Company comes out on Thursday, so that's going to be my next stream game. And of course, not long after that as well in October, Galactic Racer comes out as well. So Star Wars fans will be eating well over the next couple of months.
We're going the Star Wars vibe for the next bit. Zero Company, that's the XCOM like style one, hey?
Yeah.
Or am I getting that mixed up?
No, it is the XCOM style one. Yeah.
I'm so bad at those games.
I
am.
Me too.
So bad at them.
Me too. I am 100% going to fail in new and interesting ways, and I may not finish the game on stream because I am that bad at strategy games. So, but I love them though. Like I love StarCraft. StarCraft is like one of my favorite games, and I'm terrible at it.
No, I like those games. My issue, and it's a reason why I've never got into Fire Emblem as much as I would like to, is I don't like losing squad mates if they get killed in a mission. That's the bit that I struggle with, because like I build up these guys, I really like them, I can do these missions. Get unlucky, lose one, you're kind of cooked. Like, you're just kind of cooked. And I know that's what the game is like, but I like just going, no, that's my team. I get to use it each time. Make the fights harder or whatever to balance that.
Yeah.
I need to find out whether the new I literally just said the name of the game. The Nintendo one.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. I need to find out if the new Fire Emblem is like that or not, because it looks good. It looks really good. They had a reveal thing for it recently, and it's looking cool. It is looking interesting.
That's it. Like Fire Emblem games do look interesting, but I'm a bit like you because I like character-driven stories, and if one of those characters dies, I'm not happy. Like, well, all of a sudden the story
You're missing out
changes.
on stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like somehow,
at least make it so they don't die.
yeah,
You know,
somehow I managed to stumble through Mass Effect 2 and not kill anybody. So you know,
that is. Oh, look, honestly, with the last mission, that's not an achievement. You know, like, it is quite possible to lose people in that final mission. So, but yeah, I think unless it was like clearly lampshaded, hey, if you lose this mission, you will lose this character. Don't take him away. Let the story run. But clearly, I'm not the market for that one.
Exactly.
But maybe the next one.
Maybe.
Who knows? Next one looks cool.
But Dave, I do have an important question for you because I don't want to be accused of forgetting next week. What are you playing?
So, you know, we've got the new season of World of Warcraft out. That's been taking a little bit of time. Not as much as I would have thought. It hasn't hooked me. I will get hooked. I know I will. It's just that slow start of a season can really take a couple of weeks for me to ramp up. I know we talked about it before, but the Race to World First is on at the moment, which is like the best of the best guilds racing to beat the game on the hardest, like racing to beat the raid on the hardest difficulty. I actually jumped into a raid with that team during the week, which was a pretty cool experience because they grab people at the right level and the right gear and all that kind of stuff to help them split their group up on the easier difficulties. So on the easier difficulties, they'll do, you know, a team of 20, they'll do 5 of them on each team and just get 15 randoms basically with the agreement, hey, you don't get any gear, but we'll pay you, like we'll give you gold for it, and you know, you get to clear this raid weeks before you would have. So I've technically beaten the raid on the easiest difficulty so far.
Nice.
And I got to raid with some like incredible gamers. It's remarkable putting yourself against them because, you know, we've got the damage meters and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, I'm the same gear level as this guy and he's doing double the damage. Yeah. Like he just understands this game at a better level than I ever will. But that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
held your own though, did you? I think we want to find out if you held your own at least in those.
Didn't die. Got a again, WoW terms, maybe Final Fantasy terms as well. Actually, probably not Old Republic terms. I got a green pass, which means I was between 25 and 50% of the game population for damage.
Oh, nice.
Which for a newish character, that's pretty decent. Like that is a pretty decent one. So happy, learnt some stuff. Going to take it into my team's raid tonight. So we'll see. That was a bit of fun. Then I've been playing Satisfactory. I have built a nuclear plant, which took legitimately, I think, about 12 real-life hours.
Oh, wow.
Over a couple of nights to build this factory, get it all running, so that I don't just blow everything up.
Always helpful. Always helpful.
Oh, I adore the game. The game it just hits a switch in my brain for sure. Like, I just love playing through those. Again, I don't really have much updates. We're almost finished phase 4. There are 5 phases in total. So I'm actually getting close to the final test, I'll call it, because it really has been exponential. Every time you beat one phase, the next phase is way harder.
Yeah. Nice though. That sounds like fun.
Oh, look, I love them. I really do. I am starting to worry, like, man, when I beat this, what am I going to play? Like, what's the next one? And is it on PlayStation? Because I really do enjoy playing it on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then finally, stream game. Started a new stream game. I only played it once because this weekend ran away from me. But I started playing Lies of P.
Hey,
and man, I get it.
I've
it has been talked about as the... People call it the best non-FromSoft Souls-like. And yeah, man, it's really bloody good. We're about 4 bosses in. Really enjoying it. Yeah, no, loving it. So yeah, another week of big games. Never stops.
No, never. Always more gaming to be had. And you know what else doesn't stop, Dave? Companies trying to do things sneakily. If you've been,
what a segue.
I know. I'm great at these. And I mean, companies do try and be sneaky, especially with stuff that they know that their user base is going to crack the shits over. And I feel like we record these episodes live on Twitch, so I feel it's something that we need to talk about. And given that AI is such a hot topic issue, and in case you didn't know, we are against AI. Made by humans, please. We don't want any AI in anything that we do. But AI released a feature for opting in. To opt out of using your Twitch stream to train Amazon's AI bots. This was announced with very little fanfare, more as a feature update than anything else. But there was a what do they? I think they call it patch notes or something. So the Twitch people get online with Twitch chat going in the background. This one was Twitch Chief Product Officer Mike Minton and Head of Community Mary Kish, where they talked about the I'll get the word soon. The mine's gone blank. The AI training stuff. And why it was opt out instead of opt in. And I'll give Mike Minton some props here for saying the quiet bit out loud and being super honest with it. And that was, if it was opt in, nobody would opt in.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I wouldn't have gone in and done it.
Me either. Me either. But I think the scary thing is that they were using data before to train AI and didn't give you the option to opt out. And that I dislike so much here.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, it's part of being a giant corporation and all of that it seems like a requirement to be evil. It's, yeah, look, it kind of sucks that there was a lot of it going on in the background. And it's even the fact that, like, when you opt out, sometimes it just opts back in.
I did have to double check that today to make sure I was still opted out. And also if you opt out, it opts out your stream. It doesn't opt out your chat. So if you're in somebody else's chat and they have it on that they're opted into all this stuff and you chat and it pops up on the screen, they can use that stuff to train the Amazon's AI bots.
Yeah, 100%. It's based on the channel. And as Laffy is saying as well, it's bloody hidden. Like, I had to put a link out on our Discord and stuff just to be like, hey, here it is, if you choose to opt out.
Yep. For those playing along at home, if you haven't done it yet, you go to your settings in Twitch, which on the desktop, you click your little your avatar and then settings, and then under the security and privacy section, and then all the way down the bottom of that is where you find the option for training for generative AI. So if you haven't done so already, please turn that off.
No, it's unfortunately a thing, and I know we'll have a lot more to say about it. It's once the genie's out of the bottle, once something is done, you kind of cooked. Like, now that Gen AI is a thing, it's just a thing, and people will try to use it to get rich, like anything else.
And that's one thing that I have a hard time getting on with some people. So I've known some people, I had some conversations that are verging on arguments about AI usage. And it's something that I am deeply passionate against AI for a whole number of reasons. One, no AI company is making money yet. They're all thinking that this is just a great investment. All the money for AI is coming from investment firms. So it's the finance sector just screwing us over again. The ecological impacts of it, it's the amount of water that's needed for it, driving up component prices for RAM and everything else. But in this case, like, people say, but it makes my life easier. You're going to pay for that convenience later on. Remember when Uber came out and it was really convenient, and then Uber Eats came out and it was super convenient, and then they basically undercut the market and said, this is a really great introductory price, and then the prices went up. The same thing is going to happen with AI. In fact, you're already seeing it. my day job involves some IT stuff, and we've got some users at work that have been using Copilot, Microsoft's AI, and it was built into the Microsoft Office suite of apps. Now, if you want to use it within those Office apps, you have to pay a subscription to use it. And that's what's going to happen. The Chat GPT is eventually going to go, yeah, your first hit's free is pretty much what's happening. And that's what's going to happen with AI as well. They're going to get you hooked on it. They're going to make it integral to your business operations, and then they're going to start charging the earth for it. And that's what all these finance companies are doing. They're betting on that happening and betting on everybody swapping over to AI and it becoming ubiquitous everywhere so that they can just jack up the prices and make a butt ton of money.
And, it's an interesting one because you're seeing more and more businesses realize, oh shit, we can't even talk about using it because it's so unpopular. Games that come out and say they're going to use it. I won't play a game with Gen AI, and it's definitely a wide group of people. But then you look at things like Amazon. If Amazon's training Gen AI, is part of that going to be leading towards their gaming department and all that kind of stuff? And it's just like, once bitten, twice shy. Once you see once it used, once you're kind of cooked.
I'm not so sure that Amazon will use it for Amazon games. I think they will play the larger game in that they're developing this to sell to other companies.
Oh yeah,
that's where the big money is going to be for this, and it's what really disturbs me because, like, I've said this about social media to my friends and whatnot, because there's a reason that things like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitch, that all these things are free to use, because you are the product here. You are what's being sold. In Facebook and Instagram, it always used to be about, all right, well, now we're selling ads to you. Like, we're selling access to you, to our advertisers, so we can get ad revenue. But now it's becoming, we're using you to train AI. And on Twitch, it's even worse because I just said, I've played 100 hours of Mass Effect Trilogy this year with my voice, with my likeness, with my face on there. Now they've got all that. Like, because the opt-out only just came in, and they've admitted that they were using Twitch content before to train AI. So, like, one can only imagine what they've got of me to be able to develop a deep fake of me. Not that I know why anybody would ever want to do that, but that can you imagine someone like the bigger streamers? Like, I don't even really know bigger streamers these days, but like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, look, and to catastrophize, if you want to jump to the worst possible thing, it's like, well, after another couple of years of training, do we need streamers? Or does everyone just get their Gen AI streamer friend instead? Because the fact is, a huge percentage of Twitch streamers sit at 0 to 1 viewer. They cost a lot of money to Twitch. I that's where I started. It's where, get rid of that Desane guy. That'll save some money. But yeah, it's 100%. You think about how much data is put into Twitch at no payback for Twitch. Those pre-affiliate, the ones that don't even have ads on it because they're that small and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does Twitch suddenly go, this is one way that Twitch is trying to make some money back. But there's other things. There's a whole, how far out are we really from Twitch charging us to stream on it?
Yeah.
That changes a lot of things.
Yeah, that would be an interesting change, wouldn't it? Because paying to stream, or do they offer like a free, do they like scrap the affiliate and partner programs and say, here's your free access one where you can stream and this is what you get, and here's your paid partner, here's your paid Twitch stream where you get access to this, and this. And if you want to pay more, then you get a personal like manager at Twitch or something, Like,
look, I think they'd still want their partners and things like that, but at the same time, why let someone look? Honestly, I'll count ourselves in this. We'll count the 10-ish viewer range. do we think they make money off them or lose money? And I think it'd be a pretty tight call until you're up into the 20s or 30s, because it's a lot of data, man.
My last Twitch payout was $60, and that was over about a year period. So like they are not making money off me.
And that's exactly it. The amount, that's your payout. And let's assume generously that Twitch is getting 80% of that.
Well. Yeah.
It's not 50-50, let's be honest. It's probably going to be a lot higher than that towards the Twitch side. But even so, if Twitch was making over 6 months from you $250, 4 times what you made with it, that's still, I don't think that's worth the amount of data we've put into it.
No,
like handling that much data and all that. And we've seen it with things like, can we remove VODs? VODs can't be as long anymore, or VODs can't stay up as long, or things like that. Like, clearly they are not making money. And maybe Gen AI just means suddenly we only need to be 20 different Gen AI VTubers and we're sorted.
Well, I do wonder how that will impact things, because there's already, you see on TikTok and whatnot, the slop content that gets out there of just people doing random things like, how many balloons can I pop in 30 seconds type thing, It's stupid content that has no meaning to it, but people watch it. And
we've got to old man Jim complains about TikTok
early
in the podcast today.
I am old man yelling at cloud. Look, there is some good stuff. Like I miss the Vine days. Okay, like there was some good stuff. Like I pined for the Watermelon guy. I want him back. What's he doing these days? Let's talk to him.
But the fact is, there was so much trash on Vine as well.
Oh yeah,
it's just that nowadays we remember the compilation of the 50 best Vines from 10 years of content. Like that's the same as like all those YouTube channels that just steal everyone's content and just make up compilations of TikTok videos. It's the same deal. Like, there's content out there.
All the shorts that go up on YouTube that are like have distorted audio from TV shows and things like that they're stealing to try and get around all the algorithms and things like that that detect that. Yeah.
Look, it's definitely look, streaming will be very different in 10 years. Not even. Streaming changes every year.
Yeah.
And no company wins forever, which maybe is not the truth anymore. Maybe these days we're getting to the point where companies will really be too big to fail or too big for startups and things. But yeah, because how much does Twitter piss off its community? But it still keeps coming back. It still stays around.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, it has been impacted a lot, but it's more the left wing side of the spectrum that has gotten really pissed off with Twitter. Like, yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish that we don't have enough time to get into there. But it is an interesting comment about who can compete with Twitch, because at the moment Twitch's competitors are YouTube, who are still kind of, I'm going to say, they're still kind of struggling in the live market.
I don't think YouTube's really that cares about live that much.
No, I don't think they do either.
Vibe sort of comes from, like the effort hasn't been made. They sort of, and again, I think the cost of all that data would make anyone go, oh, I'm not sure about that.
But I mean, YouTube's already there anyway with all the data that they have. Like there was a bit there where I was putting every origin story for SWTOR up there. So I've got like the origin story for every SWTOR character up there. I have over 1,000 videos on there, and like none of them have very many views, but they're there, it's
no, exactly.
Yeah. That's a crazy amount of storage, and that's just me, No,
it's 100% that. But you also look that YouTube has made it harder to become a partner streamer and make money off them again. Like they've doubled all their requirements and things like that. So even YouTube's going, hey, we're not making enough money off this. Like, and like you said, there are some other competitors, but the less said about a lot of those, the better.
Yeah. And they're all in the same boat as well. I was doing some reading and I was watching a YouTube video all about, because it was focused on this AI stuff that Twitch has put in for opt-out. And there was a comment made by Mary Kish, the head of community, in that patch notes stream where they said the quiet bit out loud. And that was, this is industry standard. And it is.
Yeah.
It is industry standard. And God bless Twitch's hearts, they are one of the few that give you the option to opt out. Even YouTube, which has some very granular third-party options for you to opt out on there, doesn't let you opt out of training Google's AI.
No. No, exactly. It's just everywhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure my work is training a Gen AI based off my work. Because let's be honest, if you could get rid of all your engineers, you save money.
Look,
yeah.
I will still categorically state that I am dead against it, but there are usage cases of where AI as a tool can be used. The problem is no company is going to use it like that. Every company is going to look at it and go, and it may not be today. They may start off with good intentions today of saving their workers' time, but eventually it will revolve into, we've got this tool that can do that. We don't need these jobs anymore. And I don't trust companies not to do that. In fact, I will go further. I will trust them to do that because they all want to make money. They're all beholden to the share market overlords, and that's what they'll do.
Oh, look, pretty much, man. One of the only ones that I've not heard of any scandal with Gen AI or anything like that? iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio is flying under the radar at the moment, Jim, and that's who we need to focus on. Because what are they doing with all this content?
Exactly. What are they doing with our content going up there? I thought you were going to say Steam there for a second.
Oh, man. At least Steam has got the label that says AI content, but it still relies on the developer being honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing all those ones of, organized shelves in the shopping center. I'm like, oh, man, that really looks like something that I'd enjoy, but every single one of them looks like AI.
Yeah.
Like the library or the potion shop or the toy store. I'm like, oh, man, I would really enjoy those, but I swear they all have AI.
Yeah. But if you enjoy, I saw your attempt at a segue there, Dave, and sorry for derailing that. Now I'm going to come back.
No, it wasn't. I just liked it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. It was very funny. I did enjoy that. But if you like stuff made by humans, as we do, you should drop us a follow on iHeartRadio or Spotify or on Twitch, twitch.tv/straightjacketjim or twitch.tv/thesane. Sometimes we're live there.
Sometimes. Other times it's very vibe based.
It is.
Jim.
It is.
I didn't realize how much just underlying stress planning a wedding has, even when you're not doing stuff specifically for it. It just feels like you just exist in stress.
Your head is always full of the thing you're planning.
That's it.
Yeah. But
no, Jim, it's been a lot of fun, man.
It has been another good episode. I hope you excuse me. I hope you've all had a great weekend, that you're playing games that are AI free, that you are just enjoying life. And Dave, I don't know where I'm going with this. I was trying to find a way to end it all up and wrap it all up, but it wasn't there. It just wasn't there.
You nailed it, man. You nailed it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This has been Mondayish. Make sure you chuck us a like, just drop a follow, a subscribe, whatever it is on whichever platform you use. Leave a comment. Tell us, I don't know, tell us what you're excited for from On Game Live. That's this week. Opening night, Gamescom opening night, or whatever the opening night is. There's an opening, it's just opening night with Keeley is on, I'm pretty sure, tomorrow night. So what are you looking forward to that? Or what did you like from that? Either way, I have been Dave, for myself and for Jim. We'll see you next Monday. Ish.